Hello students, hope you all are doing well. Today we'll discuss about the second part of nitrogen fixation. So this is the second part of my lecture, that is on nitrogen fixation. My name is Dr. Preeti Mathur, Associate Professor, Department of Zoology, SPC Government College Ajmer, Rajasthan. Now students will discuss about the nodule formation in leguminous plants. There are 2500 species of the family Leguminosae. These are like Cicer, Eritum, Pisum, Cagenus, Arachis, which produce root nodules with rhizobium species. Now what do? They fix nitrogen only inside the root nodules. Association provides food and shelter to bacteria, and bacteria in turn supply fixed nitrogen to plants. Nodules may be buried in soil even after the harvesting, and they continue nitrogen fixation. Now you can see here in this slide some other plants also produces root nodules, and here are the examples of those plants. Secondly, there are leaf nodules which are also noted, and their examples are Dioscorea and Cytocorea. Then comes gymnosperms. There are root nodules over here like Podocarpus, and leaf are Pavetta, Zinumerian. I have given the examples, you just go through them. Non-nodulation, lichens, cyanobacteria, Anthoceros, nostoc, Azolla, Annabena, Azolla, Cycas, nostoc and Annabena, Gunera, Macrophylla, nostoc, Digitaria, maize and sorghum, this is Spiral notatum, and Paspalum notatum is Azotobacter paspali. Symbiotic nitrogen fixation. These are in a small knob-like protuberances or root nodules. The size and shape varies here. They are spherical, flat, finger-like or elongated, from pinhead to 1 centimeter in size. Various species of rhizobium are named, and they are named after the host plant, like pea. Like pea, for example, it is Rhizobium leguminosum. Beans, Rhizobium fascioli. In soyabeans, it is Rhizobium japonicum, and lupins, Rhizobium lupini. So two types of rhizobiums are there. Brandyrhizobium, these are slowly growing species, and rhizobium, these are fast growing species. Rhizobium, they are gram negative, non-spore forming, microaerobic. They show a degree of specificity, and the two partners, bacteria and host, are recognized by chemical substance, lactans, phytoagglutinins. We can also say the carbohydrate containing plant protein. Formation of root nodules in legumes. Root nodules form due to infection of rhizobium. Free living bacteria growing near root of legumes unable to fix nitrogen in free condition. Roots of legumes secrete some growth factors and help in fast multiplication of bacteria. For example, Pisum sativum secretes homoserine, also carbohydrate containing protein, lactans over their surface. Formation of root nodules in legumes. This helps in recognition and attachment of rhizobial cells. Rhizobial cells have carbohydrate receptor on their surface. Lactans interact with the carbohydrate receptor of rhizobial cells. occur between root hairs and young root hair. Bacteria enter the roots through soft infected root hairs. Tips are deformed and curved. Tubular infection thread is formed in the root hair cell and bacteria enters into it. Now students, in this slide we can clearly see that this diagram shows that there is an epidermal cell, then there are soil particles, a root hair nucleus is also seen in this. Root hair, again here it is shown clearly, the tip of root hair. Then there are cortical parenchyma cells, bacteria. In the down portion of the diagram, you can see curved lip of root hair and rhizobia, and there is invagination point. Root hair nucleus here, and then invagination point and tubular infection threads are shown clearly. In this slide, you can see the color diagram. Here root hairs are shown. Then down portion there is rhizobium bacteria. Infection threads are shown. And next bacterioid vacuole is formed in this diagram. And there is a nodule shown clearly. So this is the diagram which is colored. After entry, new cell wall is formed. Tubular infection contains mucopolysaccharides where bacteria embedded and start multiplication. It grows much and reaches the inner layers of cortex and the bacteria is released. It induces the cortical cells to multiply, which result in the formation of nodule on the surface. The bacterial cells multiplies and colonize in the multiplying host cells. After host cells are completely filled, bacterial cells becomes dormant. These are called as bacteroids. Float in lecamoglobin, reddish pigment in cytoplasm of host cells. Present studies indicates that Lee hemoglobin is not essential. Nitrogenous compounds synthesized is translocated through vascular tissues. Groups of rhizobia surrounded by double membrane originated from host cell wall. Bacteroids lack firm wall. Nitrogenase enzyme. It plays a key role. It is active in anaerobic condition, made up of two protein subunits, non-heme iron protein and then iron molybdenum protein. Iron protein reacts with ATP and reduces second subunit, which ultimately reduces nitrogen into ammonia. Nitrogen plus 6 hydrogen atoms plus 6 electrons gives 2 ammonia molecules. The reduction of nitrogen in ammonia requires protons and 6 electrons. 12 molecules of ATP required. One pair of electron requires 4 ATP. The modified equation now is formed as nitrogen plus 8 molecules of hydrogen plus 8 electrons gives 2 molecules of ammonia and plus hydrogen. Hydrogen produced is catalyzed into protons and electrons by hydrogenase enzyme. And you can see the formula. Now this is the pathway of nitrogen fixation in root nodules. Here glucose 6-phosphate acts as an electrodonor. Sucrose synthesized in leaves, sucrose in roots, glucose and fructose are formed and then glucose 6-phosphate. The glucose 6-phosphate is converted to phosphogluconic acid. Glucose 6-phosphate plus NADP plus H2O gives 6-phosphoglutamic acid and NADPH plus hydrogen. NADPH donates electrons to ferredoxin, protons released and ferredoxin is reduced. Reduced ferredoxin acts as electron carrier. Donate electron to iron protein to reduce it. Electrons released from ferredoxin thus oxidized. Reduced iron protein combines with ATP in the presence of magnesium. Second subunit is activated and reduced. It donates electrons to nitrogen to ammonia. Enzyme set free after complete reduction of nitrogen to ammonia. So students, thanks for being with me. I hope you have got some idea about nitrogen fixation, especially in the leguminous plants. And if you feel any doubt or query related to it, please shoot a mail to me, and my mail ID is given below my name. My name is Dr. Preeti Mathur, Associate Professor, Department of Zoology, SPC, Government College, Ajmer. Thank you. Thanks again.